Welcome to Booze and Ballin', Fantasy Football Shaken.
Not stirred.
So, this is why I drink this week. I'm going to throw a little FU in there too, but I drink because Cam Akers got traded to the Minnesota Vikings.
I was wondering where you were going.
Yeah, so we don't tell each other what we drink about this week, but
Ooh, this is definitely a good one.
I traded away my first round pick to pick up Alexander Mattison because I'm pretty weak at running back.
Yeah.
And I traded
Still super weak.
I traded Raji Rice and my first for Madison in a second, which is good in a dynasty league.
Oh, you got a second back in that trade?
Second back. So
that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but now
That's
it's
still
like
a really good trade for you, no matter what.
yeah, but now I don't have a first. And
Yeah, but you're also 2-0, and that first value isn't very high.
first
so.
place, second place in the league.
Yeah, by 2 points or
Are we
something.
the only
like
undefeated teams, or is there one more?
I think my uncle's undefeated.
I thought he might be.
He might be.
But no, yeah. The reason I'm drinking this week is the Minnesota Vikings trade for Cam Akers. I traded away Cam Akers in the offseason, which is good, but
Madison's still going to be the guy.
yeah,
though.
but I thought when I made that trade, like, okay, I got the two running backs because we were just talking, like, my receiver depth is good, and he was going to be the bell cow because they dropped McBride and they suck everywhere else. But that's why I'm drinking this week, Minnesota Vikings. So what are we drinking this week?
That is a great question. I told her to just randomize it.
Oh, good God! So
No,
you don't,
I'm
I mean,
just
you,
kidding.
I mean, you know what it is, though, right? You didn't pick it, but
Yeah,
you know what
this
it
week
is.
We've got a Schaylor Brewing Company, just a local brewing company here in good old, what is it, Shillington, Pennsylvania?
Shillington.
Is that technically Shillington?
Schaylor.
Good old Schaylor Brewing Company. Oop, wrong spins.
Schaylor.
This one would be a, oh my God, what was it called? Oh, Dr. Rick Marshall IPA. You had this one, I'm assuming. Todd's a regular at Schaylor.
It's
Brewing
right down the
Company.
street from my house.
Yeah, this
no, not
one's-
really. Right. Yeah, no,
I stop in pretty frequently myself, so I should probably pour yours first.
You don't have to. You're so sweet.
Your glass is broken.
No, it's not. Oh, it is. Oh, damn. So I feel like we're missing another reason to drink.
Is there another reason to drink? Oh, am I forgetting something?
Hey.
What did I forget?
I hope you forget it.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no forgetting this. No. He owes me a shot
I
from
owe
last
him a shot.
episode because I'm pretty sure Travis Kelce outperformed Evan Ingram.
Dumbass bet of the week.
Fucking barely. But
I
I won
said-
the stupid bet of the week.
Because of his injury and him being on a fucking pitch count, I thought Travis.
My glass is cracked too.
I started.
Or they're just that's
It
how they were
I
put
think
together.
it's designer, like ripped jeans.
Yeah. It's like a mold. It's not actually a cup. It's
These-
just a mold.
These are the I'm a homeless ripped jean version of a pint glass. Oh, wait, I gotta wait. But before we do that, I'll do my shot. So shoot. Yeah. So I thought
baby.
because of the pitch count, I started Evan Ingram because I love the Jags.
Still not a bad call.
It wasn't a bad call. It was like about a 2-point difference. Kelsey got me 10.6 and Ingram got me 8.7.
I was nervous until he caught that touchdown.
I did start Kelsey last minute though. But
Did you?
the guy in the Dynasty League, Brad, last year's champion that I won. He sat Travis Kelce and he texted me at like 102. He's like, I missed the window. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna help you out with that. So to that bet, I'm gonna do a shot of the Crown Royal Salted Caramel. If those of you who've been following us for a little bit, this is what we did.
That was number one.
Number one was the first thing we did. This was we were practicing our practice episode when we were just kind of doing all of our studio testing and stuff. So Crown Royal Salted Caramel.
And if you've watched that episode too, you're the man
We love
or woman.
you. It's just like I remember.
Yeah, just super salty and caramely.
Super everything. All right.
Super
Booze and ballin'. Ballin'. Booze. Let's do
shaken, not stirred.
this. Let's this here.
Should we start doing that stuff like, oh hey, like throw me a like and a subscribe at the bottom. Down here somewhere, over here. Maybe
Yeah, because I think it'd be cool if people if they did that. Throw us a comment. Recommend something we should drink.
Ooh, yeah. If you're watching this and you're just happen to like be chilling, listening to us, go ahead. Let us know you're out there because this gets pretty lonely in here with just this guy.
Yeah, we know. Is it because of my fucking blistery legs?
No, it's the fucking paint all over your arms and hands.
Oh yeah, I've got it today. We painted a lot today. I'm a contractor. It's what I do. But I think, yeah,
I'm a Rick
we don't have a lot
Marshall
of
fan.
followers, but if we can get people involved telling us what to drink, that'd be cool. We're young. We're building. We're growing. Cheers, brother. We're growing. Grow with us. We're only going to get stupider, louder, dumber, more vulgar, and better at what we do. So I hope you're there with it.
Either way, I'm going to be here. He's going to be here no matter what. So go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. So I feel really like in this mic right now. I'm going to turn a little bit. Like,
why?
I don't know. I feel like
you're just constantly obsessed with your microphone placement.
I like it.
You're constantly like putting it into your eyeball.
Why have a little if you say something, if I say something dumb, you're just going to see me put my eye to the mic.
I know. He's had pink eye twice. I'm telling you. It's coming.
My little girl has pink eye, right? I think. I don't know.
Did she have her eye on her mic?
Pink eye. No. No. So she got sick the other day, and I said to Kendra, I was like, is it because I farted on her when I walked by? She's like, you did that? I'm like, no, I didn't do that. But
I did, maybe.
No, I didn't. Like, I was a joke. Like, but she didn't have pink eye. She just, she's teething like a motherfucker right now.
So you just decided
she walks around
fart
going
while her mouth was open?
No, I didn't fart on her. I farted in a tube, faced at her.
Oh
she likes sounds.
My God, and you farted into a Vuvuzuela or whatever those things were called? No.
Oh, no, that's so...
No, I'm talking about the horn from the South African World Cup. Remember that World Cup? Literally, you'd watch a game and all you heard the whole time was just...
Those were annoying as hell.
Oh, God. No, I think we should bring that back at like an Eagles
game. But now I can't get out of my head. Whatever.
I saw a TikTok where a dude was holding the toilet paper roll while his wife was fucking throwing, or her girlfriend or something. She was throwing up. And every time she would throw up, he would like shake it. So, because she would make that noise like, and he would fucking say, dude, that had me rolling. Anyway.
Oh, good Lord.
Who doesn't like a good throw up story?
Oh, we've all been there. We're gonna throw up
for sure. One of these times, I'm just gonna be drinking and just like fucking right between the tables.
I threw up last Saturday.
Oh God. Oh,
well, we drank. Oh, we drank so much. We went
shit.
out eating and drinking. I think between dinner and drinks, we spent like $400 fucking dollars.
Dude, that's real easy to do these days.
Oh, I know. We drank. So I probably
fucking beers in the Boondocks are $6.
Bourbon. It was the street fair.
I can't even imagine. They were
cleaning up the slushy machine, so I ran out and I tapped the slushy into my hand and came back to the table going like that. And then we did a wine flight, and I had 7 glasses of wine.
Jesus Christ!
And I came home and
so you were mixing everything too.
No, it was basically wine. It was frosé, so it was wine too. But Cars and me don't do good when I drink. So we came home in the Rock, and I came home, and I opened up another bottle, and then all of a sudden I was like, I gotta get this, I gotta get it out.
You just pulled the trigger. Did you puke and rally, or did you just go down for the count? Because when I puke, I'm down. I don't get back up.
If I puke because I'm sick and nauseous, and I'm, when you puke, you can't control it. When you puke because you're too drunk, and then you kind of dry heave for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, then you're bad.
Then you're bad. But if you get to that moment where you're dizzy, you're like, I'm just gonna get this out now. I can get it out now, and then I can come on back and go.
Yeah. See, I can only throw up if I'm like I just did a keg stand or something like that, and then fucking my guts all full. Do people even know what keg stands are anymore?
Last time I did a keg stand was at a golf tournament. My stepdad Jimmy tapped me when I was upside down.
Tournament?
Oh yeah, we were getting ready to go off, and they had a keg, and so I made a joke about it. So my team held me up, and then my stepdad comes and goes, right in the balls. I go spit this shit everywhere. I'm like, you grow up.
As you're doing a keg stand. Oh,
yeah, I see where the confusion is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to. Speaking of throw up, when we talk about our Suicidal Pickem, we have a reason to throw up there too. But let's talk about last week.
Your pee-pees.
Let's get on last week. Let's go to the most obvious. Cam Akers got traded. But,
Cam Akers got traded.
Nick Chubb.
Speaking of which, I just got to do it. Puka Nuka. Puka Nuka.
That's a thing now. I can't get it out of my head.
That's definitely a thing. Go ahead,
I woke up in the middle of the night going, Puka.
See, I don't have the nightmares of Puka Nuka yet.
I have nightmares because I didn't start him again last week like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb got hurt. We know that. It was pretty bad. His knee went to an entire different area code.
What I thought he looked like. Now, shout out Nick Chubb. Love that guy.
God bless.
He looked like
speedy recovery.
Remember the big alien walking around in Men in Black, the first one?
Yeah.
And it's like the leg goes backwards like a grasshopper. That's what he looked like.
That was just
kind of looked like he was like one of these motherfuckers.
That was just. Planted wrong, landed. Yeah. Oh, he does. Yeah, you're right. With it, it's like this.
It goes backwards, and then they can like grasshopper that shit. That was fucked.
I don't want to visualize it, and don't look it up.
It just really sucks for Nick Chubb because it's the same leg that he fucked up in Georgia.
I was gonna say that's the same knee he hurt in college, right?
His career might be over. I hope for speedy recovery. I hope he can get back. I hope it's really going to boil down to if he wants it or not.
I don't think we 100% know what all is wrong.
I
yet,
heard
right?
it was going to take 2 surgeries just to get it repaired back to place to where everything needs to be.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers can get him some medicine to get him speedy recovery.
Yeah, some
hippie,
ivermectin or
some
something.
some hippie cures.
Some fucking horse tranquilizer or something.
So he's the obvious.
Just fucking with you guys. I shouldn't go there. I'm just
Josh and you.
fucking
Who
around.
the fuck is Josh anyway?
Josh Jacobs.
No, anyway. So, all right, Nick Chubb. They signed Kareem Hunter 1-year deal. In that offense.
The Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did.
Which I like it. But Howard, he's been out. He's 2 years removed.
No, he was a free agent. He played last year.
Did he play last year?
Yeah, he played last year.
I feel like
he was on the Browns last year.
I feel like he was so damn unproductive.
And they didn't want to pay him because they offered him a contract at the end of the year.
Didn't he suck?
And
last
he
year?
basically was like, "Bro, I'm worth more than that to your team."
It's weird for a running back to say
And then
that.
as soon as fucking Nick Chubb goes down, they're like, "Oh yeah, sign him for whatever he wants."
Okay, so but I
It's
heard.
like imagine that, right?
Oh,
like,
here we go.
That's disgusting.
Thanks, Doctor. Thanks, Doctor Rick. So they signed Ford. I mean, they have Jerome Ford, and from what I'm hearing is he's going to get the.
He's still going to be the guy,
for,
at least at the beginning.
Buying a house, first right of refusal.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a committee. They're going to bring. Hunt's going to come back. He's going to get right back into the swing of things. He's going to get the Dutches. He's going to get the ball.
Do you think is he the guy you go after? Like you think?
I think he's the cheaper one right now. Like you didn't have to waste a waiver wire ad, I don't think, on Kareem Hunt right away.
Or a cheap one, yeah.
Yeah, you could have gotten him. Like nobody's going to go use their number one waiver on Kareem Hunt. So
this
you
week
can probably sneak a backdoor on Kareem Hunt. But again, I think this is one of those situations where you're going to get that committee, and until one guy gets hot and you really know who's going to get the reins.
So this week you're starting Ford.
Who the hell knows?
Let's say you have
Ford's the guy this week,
entire
for sure.
Cleveland backfield on your roster.
Okay.
You're starting Ford this week.
Correct. Yeah.
He goes out 16 carries, 87 yards, 3 catches.
Just does okay.
Like he does good. Like
Right.
he's getting
Serviceable,
over
but
100 yards from scrimmage.
If those are the stats he gets this week, that just tells me that Kareem Hunt's going to get more involved down the stretch.
So how big does Ford have to go
He's gotta go
to
huge.
hold off Kareem Hunt?
He's got to go huge. He's got to look impressive on tape.
See, I
and
think
the coach at the end of the day has to look at him and go, "Fuck, I got a gem here."
I agree, but I think Ford has to do good, like not great, to be the guy, because I think they know long term Ford can. He's fat. He's got some burst. He's got some youth in his legs. I think he's got to do less than what you expect. I don't think he can come out and rush for 40 yards and keep that job. But I think if he goes over 100 yards from scrimmage,
I think no matter what he does, they're still going to get that committee down the end.
Right, but I think he holds 60% of it easily.
Because I think Kareem Hunt's way too good at pass pro and catching the ball and stuff for him not to just go right back in.
He knows the offense.
Yeah, he's going to walk right back into that offense and be like, "Okay, guys, I'm back."
I don't know. I
should have just paid me from the start.
3 weeks from now, who's you think Hunt's the guy to have in that offense 3 weeks from now?
I can't say that. We'll see.
We'll see.
That jury's still out on that.
I know.
David Njoku might be the biggest winner out of Nick Chubb going down, because now they're going to need more possession throws. Because Watson to date is like, "Hey, let me throw it 85 yards down the field or nothing, or I'm going to run around and get sacked."
Watson does not look great.
He doesn't look great at all. Everybody was touting him.
I picked up his backup for free.
They need to get a masseuse in that freaking locker room immediately. Start freaking doing something, because he is not the same guy.
A massage therapist, because they don't do weird and shady shit. Masseuse is where you go if you want a little.
All I know is he needs some fucking deep tissue something, because I literally started Brock Purdy over him this week, which was a great call by me, but like that's not a good thing. He needs to start running the goddamn ball again.
He doesn't look like he's. I think he looks like
he doesn't look like he's worth 225 guaranteed.
No, he looks like he's playing a completely different style than his first go around. It's like a reincarnation. It's like Pet Cemetery, but he comes back different.
He looks like he's playing old Donovan McNabb football instead of young Donovan McNabb football.
Yeah, he's not playing his style football. I feel like he's playing somebody else's style football. It's what it looks like, at least at this point. That's why he doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
So let's stay in that game. Proud as hell. Okay, so the only reason I won is I went off waivers and I picked up Alex Highsmith. started him. Spot start this week.
I know. How lucky is that's the shit about IDP.
No, well, I had him. No, I had him
all
last
of a sudden
year.
he gets like 4 sacks and a fumble recovery. Come on.
No, I had him. I had him last year.
Projected 8 points, goes for 30.
I had him last year, and I dropped him, and I hated it. And I wanted to pick him up week 1, but I wanted to wait and see what Joey Bosa did. And Joey Bosa shit the bed week 1. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to Highsmith. And I'm glad I did. So what? Because they signed him for a 4-year, $68 million contract this offseason.
Oh shit, that's a lot of money.
So then you look at how him and T.J. Watt did. If I'm correct, I mean I might be wrong. He's gonna those two, T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, right now, best 1-2 punch defensive line in the league.
It's possible.
And I think they're both combo guys. They both drop back in the linebacker too.
Yeah, I don't do.
But I think
Dallas has another argument down there with Micah Parsons and Demarcus. I want to say Demarcus Ware, but it's not Ware.
It's like
oh my God, what the hell's his last name?
I was just looking at him. I was gonna pick him up.
Lawrence, Demarcus Lawrence. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
No, they're good too. Yeah, they're good too.
That's a 1-2 that is destroying shit right now. And then granted, they haven't really played anybody I mean,
that post game interview, I didn't realize Highsmith is like a big dude, and fast.
The crazy thing about T.J. Watt is they got destroyed by the San Francisco 49ers, but he destroyed the San Francisco 49ers back.
I had him 2 years ago.
He played fucking awesome.
The trade you hate. I gave Taylor T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I still had his?
Tell him what you gave up. Tell him what you got.
Herbert.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Oh yeah, for a defensive player.
Well, no, there was like Clyde Edward. There was something else in there too. But
yeah. What else was it?
Like a pick.
And what overall pick was that? Like 8th or something? Because you did well last year.
No, it was 2 years ago. I gave.
Whatever. I don't know.
No, yeah, it might have been. But either way, yeah, no.
Either way, he doesn't have much of that on his roster anymore.
No. If IDP is harder to fill than quarterback, though, I think.
First, not really, because you can go on the waiver wire right now, and there's
right, but an IDP
5 guys that are all projected more than the guys I'm starting.
You've been taking a fucking beating. All right.
And then they're telling me Devin White's questionable with a groin injury again. Dude, I feel like fucking 007 in Casino Royale, where they cut the bottom of the chair out, and he's just hitting him in the nuts with the fucking bull rope over and over again. So I'm sitting in the chair right now, just taking a bull rope to the fucking nuts. It's pissing me off.
So you're saying you're enjoying your season?
Yeah, I know. Fucking water buffalo nuts on my fucking...
At least you don't got my Billy Goats. The thing is, my Billy Goats, that thing might go past them. All right. Sorry, telling the world about my Billy. I hit
That's
this
a serious visual there.
Just going back.
Can we get that in the fridge? Damn, that thing fucking warmed up quick.
Just drink faster.
I'm gonna have to.
This is our booze and ball and fridge is right here. So when we run out, we just reach in, grab ourselves a cold one.
I wish we were live so I could yell at Dave to accept my trade. But all right,
trade. Okay, random. So you're trying to trade any random ass weird ass trades this week?
Just you. I mean,
you're trying to get Bigsby right now. Right.
No, actually, I'm gonna completely. Now I want Spears because now that I really think about it, I want Tyjae Spears to go behind Henry.
It'd be nice to have the handcuff. Yeah, he's definitely worth a lot.
And it would be like I was looking at it because I can't put either of them in my taxi squad now because of your dumb rules.
I like to implement rules to make fantasy football harder. That's my thing.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
I like it to be. You have to think. Like the thing.
You just like it hard.
I love them hard. So you got to admit that when my leagues, like even the redraft, like I at least turned my fucking face.
That probably sounded really cool.
It vibrated my eardrums. You were like
I like the wind.
You were like Howard Stern with on the speaker in his movie.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that
where
movie?
he did the private parts? Where he did
private parts.
Put that chick on the speaker.
Oh, yeah.
And he
right.
We should try that sometime. Just saying.
We were talking about that, and I completely blanked what we were talking about right there.
I'm definitely going to be sitting on a speaker, though. It'll be me sitting on the speaker.
You're talking about tragedy.
Say that again? What?
I don't know. We're moving on. All right.
What are we moving on to?
We're going to go more stuff about next week. All right. So, again, let's go back. A team that sucked week 1, Cincinnati Bengals. They didn't do great this week, but...
They still lost, though.
Yeah. They looked they looked better, but didn't...
They started to come back, and then Joe Burrow got hurt again.
I told you he's not 100% yet. 100. I was wrong.
I don't even know if he's playing this week. He didn't practice Thursday, so I didn't look at the reports today. But
any concern? Like Chase looked. I mean, Chase was out of it. He only had 3 catches.
I think he had 5 targets.
Right,
I don't understand. Like literally, they force fed
more.
him the ball last year, and he's getting like 5 targets a game right now. Like they were through 3 quarters of football, and I'm like, why does Jamar Chase have 5 targets?
Yeah,
it makes no sense. Like even if you just get it to him, like not yet. Burrow's injury, I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't think Burrow's 100%. I don't think he has been. I think that injury's still been bothering him.
Joe Mixon hasn't looked good either.
Because there was a reason why Jamar Chase was like preaching patience with Joe Burrow. That's all I kept reading.
Very well could be.
Everybody kept saying like, oh, he needs to take the week off, and then he decided not to, and then he looked like shit. And now it's like, oh, maybe he shouldn't have played week 1.
No, I don't know. I'm a little bit like panicky. Do I want to make some trades? Someone offered me some sort of trade for Joe Mixon in that league, in another league, but I don't know. I think if you own them, do you sit on them, or do you say, "Hey, sell them on potential," or do you think they're selling low right now? If you don't want to trade somebody,
you can't sell low. You paid so much for him.
I don't think Jamar Chase sells low yet, but I think 2 more weeks like this, even 1 more week like this, he gets scary. You'll start getting dumbass offers for him.
Yeah. People are already giving me dumbass offers, but
that's basic. Oh god, fantasy football is just
people just think you're an idiot though, trying to take advantage.
Dude, your 16-man league, dude. There are some weird fucking trades in that.
Yeah,
league.
we had one guy trade AJ Brown for a popsicle, and now everybody's trying to trade fucking dumb shit.
Melted popsicle in the bag. He said, "Stick it back in the freezer."
As the commissioner, I had to step in, and I made him give him more.
That league. Wait, we're sending out an invite to that league to.
It was AJ Brown in a 16-team league. It was an AJ Brown for who was it? It was Jimmy Garoppolo and that guy's first-round pick. So on paper, it looks okay because of the first-round pick, but you got to think in a 16-man league when that guy gets AJ Brown and goes on to win the league, and you get the 16th overall pick,
rookie 16th overall pick, rookie
pick. It's not even like it's a redraft. So you're getting like a second-round guy for AJ Brown and a quarterback that might not even be on a roster next year. So
speaking of that,
I had to step in and give him.
It was basically fantasy-wise, it was Jacobs and Adams, and then nothing else in that.
Oh
game.
yeah. Jimmy G's he's always been a horrible fantasy quarterback. He's a game manager. He doesn't throw the ball deep.
And they only had 10 points. Like they need to figure out something. So
I stepped in and gave him. The other guy had Stafford instead of Jimmy G, so I gave him Stafford because he can put up. He had 2 other quarterbacks that were definitely better than Jimmy G.
It's like he texts the league, whose first year is this? And then he's like, oh, Jake. Oh, yeah. Let me off you, AJ Brown and Jimmy G.
Yeah, so he got taken advantage of big time.
Oh, he got.
But we handed it him. I gave him Gabe Davis, Matt Stafford, a first and a second.
Brown. Which I think is. For AJ Brown is great, and I think he knows.
He got 4 pieces. I think actually he ends up winning that trade. Now.
Who is the dude? What's the dude's name? Do you know the dude that offered it? Who got the AJ?
Tyler Muckle, I think. I don't know him personally.
No. So yeah, that he knew.
Oh, he knew
because the fact that there was no pushback or fight when you're like, hey, I can't let this happen.
He literally gave me 0. The whole league it went up in arms about it.
Oh, because he's like. Almost pulled that one off.
Yeah, right. But then I just hope to God, like, for whatever stupid reason, like
outside,
like Diggs goes down or gets traded or something stupid like that.
Well, then week two,
all of a sudden Gabe Davis becomes a freaking stud.
He looked good week 2,
and then he gets his first and second. And let's say Stafford still becomes like a decent, like top 15 guy, like. We actually gave up too much then, and I forced it to happen. I can't admit that though.
But you can't for AJ Brown in a dynasty.
No. In a dynasty league, AJ Brown's a top 5 talent
in a
wide receiver wise. Now, granted, he's a wide receiver 2 on his team right now.
But in a 16-team league, his value grows exponentially.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think
16's hard.
I think I put it all in on keep trade cut, and it came out.
I'm winning that league, by the way.
It came out pretty fair. Yeah, you got a good chance.
I got a shot.
If I can sneak into the playoffs, I can be. Well, yeah. What's he gonna do? Go for another 1,000 yards? Like,
dude, I don't know how in that
just
league.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I got Mahomes, Mike Evans. I got Devonta Smith. Like, I'm sitting pretty in that 60. I don't have depth.
No, that's the thing, and you're a little bit old in some spots. Like my brother's team's really good too,
but he's like crip.
Yeah, and then there's another guy who's got somehow we let him get Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs in a 16-team league.
First overall pick.
Yeah,
because everybody panicked and went running back on the second round.
Whole way back to him, and he's sitting there going, "Thank you." And I think he went. I forget who his running back is, but he's even got a solid running back.
Well, that's because everybody on the way back, everybody panicked and went running back because they're like, I'm not going to have someone to start.
But you only have to start one. So in a 16-team league, and you only have to start one running back. And it was kind of smart to go with like a 0 RB strategy and just dominate the wide receiver position and then just try and make it work. And because if you get lucky and you drafted like a Jerome Ford or something like that, you're sitting really.
Which is what I did. I went Mahomes, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, Treylon Burks. And then I came back, James Cook. Which is a great starting running back.
I fucked up and went all running backs early, and now it's hurting me because they all got hurt.
Yeah. All right.
I'm looking at, I think I had Deontay Johnson, J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor was your first round pick.
Yeah, and then somebody else went.
Yeah, that was the league you were talking about last week.
I just traded Lockett for Jameson Williams because and it's a 16-team league. I'm projected like 50 points.
I'm waiting for Jameson Williams Javonte Williams. Wrong guy, but different point.
Yeah.
Man, I'm waiting for him to like just bust out.
He looks good too, carrying the ball.
He looks healthy.
He looks sharp. They just need to. Let's not talk about the Broncos.
Actually. That brings
we haven't beat the fucking Raiders in like 4 years, I feel like.
That brings me to my next point. We're going to talk about it later, but both of us, the defenses we picked in the Suicidal Pickem.
Did they score the same points again?
No. But I picked the Giants, and you were jealous because they were playing Arizona, and then Arizona
went crazy,
and then you picked the Broncos, and Washington wins. It's like, geez.
I was going to say Washington put up a ton of fucking points.
It's like we both picked bad defenses. All right, so last week,
God, that's awful.
So actually, between weeks, Ravens signed Kenyon Drake. He's going to play because Hill's out this week, but I think he's a practice squad guy.
No, I think Melvin Gordon's going to get some run there before him.
I think it's going to be.
He's probably just like an emergency guy, just in case.
Just in case.
He'll be in pads, but he won't even touch the grass.
Jags look like shit.
Oh my God, they still look like the Jaguars of old, don't they?
Are they going to be that team that's this all year?
Probably.
Like we're both like what? A week and a half ago, we're like all in on everything Jags. And then, I don't know, fucking Sunshine is pissing my ass off. He's the
another reason to drink.
No, because in the Dynasty League, I drafted him and Fields, and then I traded away Fields because Fields got hurt or whatever. But then, like, Sunshine has just been nothing but a goddamn disappointment the entire time I've owned him. In any league.
Got the most talent around him. Outside of Jalen Hurts, who doesn't perform like he should. Because even Jalen Hurts has looked like shit the last couple of weeks.
Wow. You talk too much or drink too little?
Huh?
You talk too much or drink too... Look, get tough, fool.
Oh, no. I'm not a huge fan of this beer. I can't wait to give you my yards.
We're not buh and balling. No, that offense is built to win. You don't have to... You don't have... That's a good girl. That offense is built to win, though. That's what's crazy. Like, take that coaster before it falls. That offense is built to win. They've got all the pieces in the world, and I don't know if it's Trevor Lawrence. Dougie P is usually a good play caller. I don't know what it is, but that offense is kind of worrying me right now. And they didn't use Bigsby took a back seat again too. I feel like
he didn't get. I think he played like 2 snaps.
I feel like their game plan, which is why I told you Evan Ingram over Kelsey.
Tank's going to be a game script.
I know, but I feel like
they played the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, but
still, they fell behind, and they were like, "Oh shit, we fell behind to Patrick Mahomes, and now we got to do completely away." Like that's the most Doug Peterson thing ever.
Right, but that's the Chiefs' defense isn't great. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like
terrible,
they
though.
Played a different game.
The Chiefs' defense played good in Week 1. It's the only reason they won Week 1.
True. I just feel like they played a different game than they did Week 1.
They did.
Side note, another note, injury, not playing this week. How good did Anthony Richardson look to start that game off?
I know, he looked explosive. He looked good.
Like Week 1, you were like, okay, he looks good.
And then you instantly got reminded why it's bad to have a running quarterback. It's great in fantasy.
Got a point.
Until you take 2 steps too many and get fucking clobbered and you're out with a concussion.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny. Everyone touted him to all this athleticism, and then preseason and Week 1 he didn't look at it, and then Week 2 he's like, Let me show you
Let me
what
start
they were
running people
talking
over.
about. And he just fell weird too. But yeah, a running quarterback. I think that's going to be him. He's going to score big. Like, what's funny is if you started him, you got enough points that you can't.
Oh yeah,
bitch
yeah,
about.
yeah. He went. I think he still scored like 18
Well,
points.
like
or something
Kendra
like
still
that.
beat me.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns. That's why.
I hate my wife sometimes.
12 points.
Every time I play her in fantasy, she beats me. I don't know. She is my.
She's a very
kryptonite.
lucky human being.
So it's funny. Yeah, she starts Anthony Richardson and still had enough. I started Trevor Lawrence, and I'm like, oh, this is great. He went down. He got 18 points.
Trevor still got you like 2.
But he still scored enough points. He still scored in the top half, like in the top starting points of like.
That's why everybody
fantasy
loves rushing quarterbacks, because you get that extra 2 points per touchdown instead of throwing them in. He runs them in.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Speaking of running quarterbacks, if you've got Justin Fields right now, you are in panic mode.
I know. I played him week 1 thinking he was going to come out good and then fall off. He didn't even come out good. He just fell off.
He's just been off.
He's not. I don't know. He was.
He's not an NFL quarterback. I'm going to say it.
Was he
He's
like
not.
fucking the dude?
He's
from,
an Ohio State quarterback. They just don't last.
They were good in scheme.
They look like they're going to be amazing. Actually, C.J. Stroud looked pretty good last week.
Yeah. Well,
So I can't even say that.
John,
about
like he's
him.
like Johnny Manziel. Like, oh, he's going to be a great quarterback. Nope.
Who's that? Fields?
Yeah. I mean, he's not like him exactly, but I'm saying like one
Oh,
of those,
yeah, no,
one of
not
those
at
things
all.
that comes out like, oh, he's got all this. He's got A, B, C, and D, and then just-
Fields is a way better human being than Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel is just a waste.
Did you watch dude? There's a pretty cool documentary on Johnny Manziel about how he never watched film once in his life. Like they literally said Johnny Manziel played football so he could party
It shows.
in high school or even in college. Like they said he never watched film. He never like really practiced at all. Like
It looks like
he
it.
just went out there and played schoolyard football, and that's why it didn't translate into
That's
the
because
NFL.
he looked 40. That's why he looked 45 his rookie year.
Yeah, he's fucking coked out.
Beat to death. All right. Last thing I'm going to say is
My dude,
Eckler
hold on,
needs to
last
come
thing on
back to
Johnny
the
Manziel. My
Chargers.
dude went and partied in Vegas, missed his flight to get to the game, and was like, instead of trying to get onto another flight and shit, he knew he was going to be like benched, and he was sitting warm up backup. He didn't even get on a flight. He just said fuck it, kept partying. And basically skipped a game in the NFL. Who does that? And they had to rule him out and like basically make him like he was a healthy scratch and like
Money
acted like
Manziel.
yeah. And he just was fucking drunk as shit in fucking Vegas.
he's the Dennis Rodman of football, but
Yeah,
with
pretty much.
less talent and actually didn't matter. Like, just Dennis Rodman
I was
mattered.
gonna say because Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest rebounders, if not the greatest rebounder
Still,
of all
I
time.
think one of my top 2 favorite basketball players ever, just to watch. All right.
The motor on that guy was insane. Second to nobody to this day.
No.
Anyway,
Other than that, Eckler missed it, and fuck the Chargers. Run game was shit.
yeah. Thank
He
God I
had
didn't play Joshua
every reason.
Kelly.
So a running back like Eckler is like a lot of running backs might be able to pull some in, but the way that Eckler plays, well, you pop out Kona then.
I will then. I'll suck this one down, I guess.
But it's funny, like he is one of the few not few, but like all the running backs deserve it. But like when he doesn't play, his team he's different. Like there's
Who's
not Eckler.
Oh yeah.
When he misses, like you could put Matt Breida in, and the Giants.
Why
would
do you
still
think he
run
wanted
the ball.
paid?
But like I think deserved paid. I mean, Barkley deserved paid. They all deserve paid. But Eckler, I think,
Does
was
Barkley deserve paid? He can't stay on the field.
no. But I'm saying Eckler was the
No
most
different than Dobbins. Dobbins wanted paid. Can't stay
in
on
the
field.
offense and the way the offense runs. Eckler was the most irreplaceable, and it just showed the first week he's not there how horrible their run game was.
Yeah, this is why I go back to that rookie contract thing, because it's like, excuse me, you've got fucking. Sorry, my fucking nose is getting all stuffed up and shit. Why are you laughing at
That
me?
was a great sneeze.
It wasn't a sneeze.
Oh, what?
I was clearing my fucking throat.
Oh, I thought it was a sneeze. I was like, you set up to dismount. Like I.
No, I'm trying to get my shit cleared
Oh,
out.
Jesus,
And you're
man.
laughing at me over here. Fucking asshole.
Sorry. Right.
Shit that makes me drink.
What were you
Todd
saying?
Webb.
Yeah, let the doctor in your throat. Dr. Rick Marshall. This is one of my favorite beers there.
Really? I don't like this one at all.
It's got an aftertaste though.
It's a fucking cloudy IPA. They don't put cloudy IPA on the fucking board.
And
it's
it
a
is-
strike one
It
Schaylor.
is well everything is cloudy at Schaylor if you're
I know. That's why I drink their sours. I don't really drink their IPAs there because it's all.
This is a
cloudy
great
bullshit.
IPA. Boom.
Makes
And
me wonder
then-
what they're doing back there. That everything's cloudy.
It's a great IPA.
That was great.
It was in my mouth when you said it.
I know you were like gargling it. It's
don't
like,
wanna-
oh, it's like the Krispy Kremes
I don't-
from
I'm going
Van
back to
Wilder,
doing
where he
shots.
jerks the dog off in the donuts.
Oh God, great movie.
Just watch that the other
Again,
day.
that movie was bait. That movie.
How hot was Tara Reid back then?
Yeah, she fell off.
Dude, well, that's what drugs will do.
But
She about smoked her kneecaps
gonna
off.
gonna take full circle. That movie. Ryan Reynolds' character, is Bert Kreischer,
Oh, yeah.
because he pitched that. Like that's
Yep, I do, yep.
that makes complete sense.
I watched that.
That is why
I
he's
remember listening to him talk about that.
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of that, Bert Kreischer, I believe that his movie The Machine drops on Netflix tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you got to watch that shit. And I want
Okay.
watch it. It's funny as shit.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna text me and be like, "You're right."
This was funny. Is it funnier than The Peacemaker?
Same alley.
Yeah.
Same alley.
I
Same
thought that
hooker.
fucking show was awesome.
Same alley. Same dumpster.
You haven't seen The Peacemaker with fucking John Cena. It's fucking
Oh
awesome.
my god, the TV show. Did you see the TV show, right?
Yeah, yeah. On
His
HBO.
buddy, like the masked dude. Oh my god.
The fact that the bald eagle is his fucking
Dude, but no, like his sidekick is like,
his like nerdy sidekick
when
dude.
his sidekick
This
comes
just
in and
fucking
is like,
murders people.
but just like creepy, craziest, stalkerish, just like, oh, that dude.
He's constantly got his mask on, like.
Then when you take his mask off, you're like, oh, that makes no sense.
He's like this nerdy little blonde
Oh
dude.
god,
Or
All
tall
right,
blonde.
Let's get into our suicidal pickems from last week. Results.
Are you sure you want to do that?
All right. I got it. I made bet. So I tried, I'm going to save, go low, and then score big at the end. I got to change my complete strategy.
No, I got him on the ropes.
That being said,
Got him on the ropes early.
after whooping like that, we need to set our punishment, like what we are playing for.
Okay. I know we were talking about doing like the beer mile. Are we still thinking about doing the beer mile?
I think that is the most our show thing we could do. I told Kendra about it. She's like, you're going to throw up. I'm like,
Now here's
well,
the thing. Do
that
you have
would
to finish the beer before you finish the lap? Like, can I run and drink at the same time? Or
I
do
think
I have
we'll
to drink it.
Let's iron out the details because it was like chug a beer and go, but I don't know if like.
That's fucking throw up. I mean, that's the idea, though. I think is
I
that
know.
you throw
and
up.
we're gonna invite anybody like who you want to. We're gonna post when we're doing it, where we're doing it. If you want to come watch, we're gonna film it too. It's the most filmable, and I think it's the most legit for what we do.
You know, it would be hilarious if we just did it out here on 222 and we just set up a stop at like Schaylor and then like you start at Sheets and like run all the way to Paulo's.
That'd be hard for. Like, we got to do a track because we got a camera to be able to follow this. But we'll iron out the
I
details.
could just follow behind you on a bike and just laugh at you. The
Yeah,
whole
but then
time.
you wreck your bike and break your face.
How
Who
would
got
I-
punished?
Why the fuck would I wreck my bike?
I don't know. I've never seen you ride a bike before. Are you good at? I mean, like, I don't know what your balance is like.
Oh my god!
If you're holding the camera, following me on a bike, you're gonna hit some random
Dude,
shit.
I could probably ride a bike with no hands.
I want to make that the bet of the week right now.
No
I wanna
chance.
make-
I'm
but
not
I want
betting
to
that.
see that happen.
I'm not betting that. It's been so
Alright,
fucking
alright.
long. So I haven't been on a bike in like.
No,
10
so
years.
we're gonna do the beer mile. It's beer. So 4 laps on a track, 4 beers before you're done. Maybe we just say doesn't matter how you do it, but before you cross that finish line, those 4 beers, and you can't, like no, it's got to be a beer. We're gonna figure it out. Beer lap, and then we're gonna do a. We thought about doing a fundraiser, but since we're we're still building with this, we're gonna donate.
Yeah, that'll be next year.
The loser's gonna donate $100 to the winner's charity of choice. So that, and then the loser's got to punish himself by doing a beer mile.
My charity of choice is going to be like the Dustin Kilburn Zay Foundation.
Mine's also going to be the Dustin Kilburn Zay Foundation.
Sweet. So no matter what, I'm getting $100.
All right, so let's run through this real quick.
You're right off too.
We just talked about our defenses sucked.
Oh my god, they probably went negative. No.
Yeah, so I had the
Did they go negative?
No, I had the Giants for 3.56.
Ooh.
You had the Broncos for 5.80.
Oh, still got you.
Now we'll bounce up top. I went Derek Carr.
Wow, our defense has scored 16 the first week.
Yeah,
That's
way
bad.
different. I'm going to run down your team first because your team has some points. And then I'm going to run down my pieces of shit.
Who did I go quarterback?
You went Jared Goff at quarterback,
Ooh,
who
that
went
was a
for
good one.
24.92.
Nice.
You went Saquon Barkley. Good thing you used him now.
Yeah, right. Well,
For
high ankle, he'll be back later. You'll be able to use him later in the year.
Yeah, and now my approach now, I'm doing bump and run. Fuck this lofty shit.
You going all in tonight?
I'm bumping and running it right to the hole.
9-iron
Barkley,
style.
30.6.
He didn't do shit in the first half either. I was scared shitless.
I was
'cause
happy.
I have him in some other leagues.
I was happy because my entire team was in the fucking toilet early.
Dude, and then all of a sudden the Giants decided to wake up in the second half.
Yeah. Then you went Nico Collins,
Ooh, that was a good one too.
27.6.
Yeah, he fucking went off. I should have started him. I picked him up in as many leagues as I get my hands on.
And your worst, outside of defense, your worst performer of the week, Jalen Waddle. Yeah, we haven't talked scores, so you don't know these yet.
No.
Jalen Waddle, 12.6.
My worst score was 12-6. That's a good.
Worst score was 12.
That's a
No,
good
your
week.
defense was 5.8, but your
That's
worst
a-
score was 12.
That's a good week.
I didn't hit a single person reach your worst score. Fucker.
I had guys double that. Shit, you're getting fucking smoked
Oh,
right
it's
now.
different. So last week it was 71.12 to 69.84. This week
Oh, I was gonna say that's pretty damn close.
you
to
got
what it was.
101.52. So you are sitting at 172.64 right now.
I had 100 points last week. That's pretty good with only no flex and shit.
I fucking hate you. All right,
You should fucking hate
I
me,
went
'cause you're gonna be
Derek.
chugging beers running a mile at the end of this shit.
I'm gonna start stretching. I went Derek Carra.
AC
C-A-R-A. For 5.
If you can, all right, comment in the. If you can tell me what movie that's from without looking it up, and I know you're going to, but if you can tell me what movie that's from, I'm gonna fucking buy you a beer.
That's one of those things that sticks in your head, like Ara.
Yeah, you got to fucking comment on this video and tell me what video, or your next beer's on me at the bar.
Ara. And he will come to you.
Yep,
Oh, I hope you live in another state. Like, this is bullshit.
I'm there.
This is an expensive fucking beer.
No, I'll Venmo somebody
There you
before
go, there you go, there you go.
that shit exists. Crypto exists these days. I can send it to you.
Cara. All right. Derek Carr got me 5.32.
Oh my god!
And he
it's one
was-
of Vince Vaughn's best. That's a little hint.
No, don't
Oh,
give
I just
hints.
gave it away. Shit.
Stop.
It's okay. I'll buy somebody a beer just for commenting on this goddamn video.
I like it.
Miller
Right.
Lite though, none of that
Derek
expensive
Carr.
shit.
No, you get the pick. You get the
All right.
pick.
Yeah, no shitty beers.
No, no
It's got to be
delirium.
above 75 yards.
No delirium tremens. None of that shit.
It won't be this beer.
Don't be a dick about it.
Not on my list.
All right, so Derek Carr got me 5.32.
Ooh, big spender.
I started Joshua Kelly thinking, after what he did week 1, I thought, get a bell cow.
Dude, I
6
benched him
point
last second.
6.5.
Yeah.
Then I started
I don't know why I benched him because I thought he was going to have a good game
Then I
too.
started Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking last week.
Because he went big, I thought maybe
I even told you that Devontae Parker was back.
Parker didn't do well either.
I know, but the whole offense, he had more targets than Bourne did.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, you told me about that.
It's okay. Just listen to this side of the equation.
6.90. 6.90.
You and your 6.9.
And then I had Romeo Dobbs, which was a fair start, but
Still not the number one on that offense.
Number one's still out hurt last week. So
Yeah,
he
well,
was. Reed became the number one.
Yeah,
now.
they say Jalen Reed's been playing a little. I guess they're probably the same guy, though.
I figure the same guy, Romeo Dobbs, got the history. I thought it was going to be that way. He got me 5
Speaking of which, is Christian Watson coming back this week?
I think so.
Is he playing?
He's questionable.
I know my dad's waiting for that. He's like, what the hell?
I wish I. Yeah. 5 more. So we got to go talk about that dynasty again for a second then.
We'll get
Romeo
there.
Dobbs 5.00. And my defense 3.56 for a grand. God damn it. For a grand total of 27.28. Less than Nico Collins scored. Less than Barkley scored. Jesus.
Wait, what did you score total?
27.28. It was a bad week.
So I had two guys score more than you total.
So you're sitting
Wow, that is massive.
You're sitting at a grand total of 172.64 to 97.12.
Oh man, I just chopped the legs off. I just chopped the head off a snake. I just got to lean on him the rest of the year now. That's big. I just can't fuck it up.
I gotta piss. All right. So
Damn, you got the bladder of a 5-year-old.
I piss all the time.
really
All
do.
right. Let's pick this week.
Who's first pick? Who went first last week? Do you remember?
I did.
So
So
it's me
because I
on-
went Derek C-A
Aura.
Aura.
Yeah.
That's what Aura is one of those things that gets stuck in your head.
Yeah,
This morning at work.
you do it.
No. We Blink 182 came on the radio, and all of a sudden we started a conversation about emo, like emo music, and all I could like in my head is like, tonight. The way that they say those words, it sounds like you're pushing out a heavy shit every time you sing.
Tonight might be the night, I'll be the back.
So like my guys
over again.
I couldn't and like I'm thinking like you're hanging up the phone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, take care, love you, goodbye.
Speaking of like, oh dude, that
But no,
sounds kind of like that
in
thing you
my
were
head-
talking. Yeah, goodbye.
Oh God, that
Goodbye.
do not get
Oh
too
my
when you get
God,
close
we're
to Mike
on
to
to
do that, but goodbye.
Goodbye.
And tonight. Oh Jesus. But all for like
That's awesome.
for 2 hours, he just kept hearing me go like tonight with me, like I'm muffling it because I couldn't get that shit out of my head. And then we were listening to the radio and stuff. And then later he's like, he comes up behind me, he's like, I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something I noticed. And I'm like, what? He's like, I don't want to say what I noticed, but I just want to let you know I noticed something. And I'm like,
So me
I
singing.
was like, if you get that in my fucking head again, I swear to God, Jay, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's
But like,
fucked up.
I was like at 2-3 hours of my day today. I could not go like as I'm working the whole. It's one of those stupid things. All right, anyway, yeah, I went first. I picked Kara. So
Kara. So I got to pick a
so
quarterback.
you're going QB. I'm gonna go QB. Then my first RB.
Kube.
Kube. I am literally half tempted to take a piss while we're doing this.
Why? Because I take so long to pick?
Because you take so long to drink.
Well, that too. I'm going to go with a guy that I think still has a chance to win an MVP. And it's the guy that is your quarterback and our weekend warrior,
Stetson Bennett.
Justin Herbert.
Actually, he's got a dream matchup.
He's got at Minnesota in the Dome. I think that's going to be 45-40.
He does have a dream matchup. That's going to be a big game.
It should be. It's one of the highest over-unders in the league this week. So that's why I like to stick in. Actually, that's a great time for me to talk about it. When I'm picking fantasy football, especially daily fantasy football type stuff, always look at your over-unders. Vegas is way too smart not to use them as a resource for this kind of shit. So if you see the over-under where it's like, hey, this 45 over-under, that's really fucking high for points in a game. You know, well, I guess not in today's NFL.
52.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying. But you get the point. Like, look at your games that have the highest over-under and look at that shit because that's going to tell you where all the points are. I mean, you can't score fantasy points without touchdowns and shit.
Yeah, if a game's
under
42, don't pick
you don't
those
even
players.
look at those players. Like, you might want to consider benching those guys because at that point, you're just getting lucky if your guy gets in the end zone.
That's a good point. It's a good way to look at it.
When I play daily fantasy and I do like those playoff things,
do
like I'm
wanna
constantly looking at over-unders to see who I want
When
to
we're
play.
done picking these teams, I want to bring up your underdog team then.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. So you're going Herbert. It's funny, and I got it written down right here. I'm gonna stick in your game. I'm going Kirk Cousins, the man who I don't love.
I was saying,
But I
that's a
like
good
it. I
pick.
like it. I was
Good pick.
And I see Kirk Cousins right here.
Like, I think that game's going to be that might be the game of the week you watch. It's going to
might
be like 40-40 overtime type shit.
I hope so. Well, I hope it's like 42-7.
I hope.
Actually, no. I need Herbert to score. God, I hate being in that.
You love me. Don't lie.
I do. So I'm up on running back.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with one getting the workload this week, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
I like him against Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta's defense is.
Yep. And he should be
I mean,
the guy there.
They're not bad, but I like him.
I don't even know
who.
who the backup is anymore or it's Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
Something Reynolds. Chris Reynolds, I think.
Is it Chris Reynolds?
I can't remember. I don't want to say his name wrong. I already
There's
did.
a couple Reynolds on Detroit.
Yeah, I didn't realize Justice Hill's rolled out.
Yeah.
I'm just now seeing that.
That's why I was saying, I think we talked before. I said that's why I like
So I think with them playing at home against Indy, you can go ahead and give me Gus Edwards.
Fucking cock whore.
That escalated quickly.
Oh, God. Because we were just talking. I told you, like, this week, like, I'm happy because I'm going to end up I'm not
Yeah,
talking.
no, I just got a free running back pick there because he's the only one touching the ball. Actually, you know what? We might see a Melvin Gordon sighting this weekend. If Justice Hill being out. Taylor's team, who's he playing at running back this week?
He's playing me, though.
Yeah, which is awful. You're getting basically a free pass here on
I know because
this is awesome because
well,
I've got fucking
the reason
I've got his first round pick.
the reason I think it's still a free pass is
He's got
because
Chubb and
Cam
Kupp
Akers
on
isn't
that
gonna play or dress this week, so I still get Madison as a bell cow against him.
Oh,
So
I guess he could play A-Chain. A-Chain's not a bad play against Denver. They like to give up fucking big plays.
he's in trouble.
Actually, I think I might say I just found my high risk reward play for the week.
Okay. Well, give me your wide receiver this week.
Who'd you go running back?
I went Gibbs. You went Edwards. You're up. It went Herbert. Wait, it went Herbert, Cousins, Gibbs, Edward, blank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's move it along. Here.
Oh well, then I'm just gonna stack again because you know me and I love to stack. So give me Keenan Allen to go with my Justin Herbert. I think Keenan Allen went off last week. I think he keeps it rolling against Minnesota this week.
Okay. I like it. Against sticking in Minnesota. I'm going to go with the guy that I have loved and yet started, and I'm going all in with Puka against Cincinnati, who's not doing great. And if this is Cincinnati's come out week, then it's better for Puka.
It's Puka.
And then I'm going up again. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? You stacked it. I'm going to stack it. I'm going to go Jay Jetta.
Ooh,
in that game.
Pulling out the big guy.
I'm going big. I'm coming back this week. I'm going Jay Jetta.
He's going to try and come back.
So we're going to go a Herbert Allen against a Cousins Jetta.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
Now you're up. Give me your running. I know.
I need wide receiver, right? So.
Beer's empty. You're not drinking any more of this shit, right?
Probably not. You can drink that.
I'm fine with hanging over tomorrow.
Hanging over? It's better than hanging out.
That's a pretense for a hangover.
All right.
Being hungover.
You ready for this pick? He's
Yep.
going to catch a deep one. And it's probably going
We are 12.
I'm between Rashid Shaheed and Gabe Davis right now. I'm in that, like, which one am I feeling? Give me Rashid Shaheed.
And
Put it on the board.
Rahid. I'm not even going to try and spell it.
Shaheed.
Rahid.
Shaheed, I think.
I'll figure it out. So you're between those two?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be close?
I think give me Rashid. Give me
Are
Rashid.
you sure?
Shaheed. Yeah, that's the pick that lets you back
It
in.
seems like a good idea for dumb bet of the week, and I'll take the other
On what?
shot. The dumb.
So you want Rashid
dumbass bet of
against
the
Gabe
week.
Davis?
I'll take Gabe Davis. If you're unsure, I'm
You wanna
gonna
do
do
bet?
the shot bet that
I
you
don't know
picked
if
the
I
wrong
like
one.
that, though, because I like both of them this
But
week.
you picked one, and we gotta have a dumb. We have. I think this has to be a thing. I think every week we got to go a dumbass bet of the week.
That doesn't seem very dumb, though. That's a very legit bet.
Well, we're just tagging it as the dumbass bet of the week. But you picked the guy for your starting because you chose between the two, and I'm
I
like,
want Rashid Shaheed. Give
Hey.
me Rashid.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna take Gabe Davis.
He's the
for a
third. But
shot.
see, that sucks, though, because he's the third wide receiver on his team, and Gabe's the second.
All right,
So I'm
fine.
on
Do you want to
put an unfair advantage here.
But
it's okay.
you
I'll
just
take the
picked
shot. I'll take the.
Wait,
I'm going to take Shaheed.
if you're thinking you're taking a shot, then why would you not take Gabe Davis over Shaheed?
Because I might be saving Gabe for later.
All right, do you want to do a shot on something else? We can pick another one after this is over.
No, give me Shaheed.
And I'm taking the dumbass bet of the week
Dumbass bet of the week.
that for a shot.
It's going to go like right here. Ready? I hope you can.
Oh, we need a sign.
When I go like this, I hope you can like edit that in so that it like my fingers like dumbass bet of the week.
Good God.
Fuck you.
Well, we hadn't made a bet yet. We're at like 50-some minutes, so we got to make a bet at some point. That's going to be a thing. Every week.
Really 50 minutes in already?
Yeah, every week we're going to make a bet on something that we're doing a shot for. Because our half of what we do, okay,
What
30.
time is it?
Is it 53, 30? Time-wise, I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. We're going to watch this back. Half of what we do is drinking. So we're making a bet of the week. I'm going to keep drinking. And while you pick your defense. We still got to do love, hates, and shit, so. You had
I
the
want-
microphone on your Adam's apple, and all I heard was.
I'm torn between two NFC East defenses right now.
Well, we already made a bet, so we're good. Oh, I know what you're doing here. I see it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I want the Dallas Cowboys against the Cardinals this week.
None of mine are in the NFC, so I'm good with whatever you pick, and I won't bet you.
Actually, no. Baker Mayfield's going to have a Baker Mayfield type game against the Eagles this week. I'm going with the Eagles. I think they got Tampa, right? They play Tampa this week?
Monday night.
Yeah. Give me the Eagles Monday night, stomping that ass, and Baker falling on his face big time. I like that, actually. They'll probably give up a couple garbage touchdowns in the end, but I feel like that game's going to be like 27-14.
Yeah. I do fucking. I like Baker is a dude. I love it. I want to have a beer with Baker.
I would, dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Baker Mayfield
when I
guy. I love Baker.
drafted him the 1 year, like his rookie year or something.
I just think he's going to have
in my league
Baker type game.
I took a beer to the podium within one league. We used to draft at we used to draft at the podium. When I drafted Baker his rookie year, I literally went up, I pounded my beer, and I go Baker Mayfield, and then just walked off.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Patriots against the Jets. I'm taking that good for 1 or 2 turnovers, maybe 2 or 3 turnovers. So I'm taking the Patriots defense.
I like it.
I was gonna go the Ravens against Indy without Richardson, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna use now the Jets before they sign somebody and get a veteran quarterback in there. So I'm going the Patriots. I don't know how. I don't love the Patriots defense, but I love the Patriots defense against the Jets.
Who's out there that the Jets could go pick up?
There's a couple of them. They called Chad Henne.
Really?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, he's a local guy.
Well, it helps that he went 98 yards for a touchdown that helped that Chiefs win the NFC championship or AFC championship.
So this is just from hearsay from people that I know in like circles. And I think they called him, but he's like, I'm
done.
I'm done. Like,
Yeah, I'm either on the Chiefs winning Super Bowls or I'm not playing football
Like,
anymore.
had he not retired and got the chance to be a starter in New York, I think he probably would have taken it. But he'd already retired at that point. He was banging the drum week 1.
Right, like, see, yeah, he ain't coming back.
Man, you are drinking like a bitch this week. All right, let's do our love hates.
You can tell you talk all kinds of shit being down over 100 points. That's fine.
Well, maybe
Just for 27
if
points.
maybe Mr. Half Booze and Ballin' over here wasn't staying sober to make better
Maybe
picks.
He didn't give me brown ass weed or
You picked. you picked the beer, doctor. All right.
I know.
So we got our picks.
They definitely didn't say hazy on the fucking board, Schaylor. I need to know. if
You
it's
are
gonna be
going
fucking hazy.
Justin Herbert, Edwards, Allen, Raheem Shaheed, Eagles. I'm going Cousins, Gibbs, Buganuga, Jay Jetta, and Patriots. Now let's do our love hates this week.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Actually, you know what? No,
he's definitely gonna get back
before
on
we
me
do that,
this
I was
week.
going to say this.
Unless Rashid goes for a deep one, which is always possible.
So how much you winning in underdog this year?
I'm not really winning anything right now. Last year, I actually got started on underdog like towards the end of last season, so I didn't really do a lot of like season long ones last year. This is my first year doing the season long ones.
But you're sitting,
I got into the.
right now?
I got into. Yeah, I'm sitting pretty good. We'll post my team up on here. I'm sitting at like about 1600th place out of 667,000 entries.
That's good.
It's a $25 buy-in for a season long. And they do like a best ball thing where it's you just draft a huge amount of players, and then whoever scores the most counts that week for whatever positions.
Those are fun. I like those.
It's a good time. It's nice because it's very low maintenance. You don't have to set your lineup. You just draft, and then you just kind of like watch it.
So
as
what
it
is
goes.
first place getting that?
Well, first place in the regular season gets $500,000, and if you obviously my team's got a really good shot to make the playoffs right now. I think after week 13, it goes to like a playoff scenario, and then like
So after week 13, they pay off the regular season.
they pay off the regular season, and if I'm in the top 1,000, I think I make like $1,000 or something.
And you're
like that.
close right now.
I'm like right at 1,600.
So
with a really
maybe
good
what
team.
we'll do is every like couple weeks we'll put up a monitor. We'll see where you're at.
As far as the skill positions go, like.
Because I'm thinking maybe
I've got
complete set changes. We upgrade everything.
Right, it's
when
pretty.
you do good.
It's pretty cool though because I've got Mahomes, McCaffrey, T.J. Hawkinson, and then I've got.
You got Ayuk, right? You got Ayuk on there?
Yeah. I've got Devontae Smith. Obviously, we're gonna put this up. I got Devontae Smith. I got Ayuk, and then I've got a bunch of guys at the wide receiver position that could just go huge on any given week. And so far, I've hit like 2 guys on my squad have gone huge every single week so far to be able.
Yeah,
to
you haven't had a week
big...
where everybody shit it.
No, I mean even Rashid.
Just wait for that week when everybody hits it. You're gonna jump.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like McCaffrey just went for 20-some points again last night.
You're bound.
If
for
Mahomes Mahomes hasn't even had that game yet where he's like fucking going crazy.
You didn't have. He might do it this week.
I think he might do it this week too. I should have went Mahomes.
He's my bad. He was the one I was gonna go possibly go with. No, we'll monitor. We'll keep it. I'd love to see that.
I was waiting for Kelsey to get a little healthier before I went with Mahomes, but
no, it's again.
But no, like
I thought about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I got Hawkinson, and he's fucking going crazy. He's
our wide receiver. You can put tight end in our wide receivers in the Suicidal Pickem too.
But yeah, it's so last year, like I was saying, I got into underdog because I won the underdog one for the AFC championship game, the championship game week.
Yeah, you sent
so
me
the
that.
AFC and the NFC, I won $3,000 for doing that. It was a $5 I think it was a $5 buy.
I lost every bet that fucking game.
Yeah,
and you go 3K.
I won $3,000 on $5. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
actually, it was a surreal feeling because I watched the first game.
You were looking at it like, did that just happen?
And I looked at it and I'm like, wait a minute. This says I got 90 points, and then I was looking at the leaders, and it was like they're at like 92. So I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, I got to be up here. So I'm like scrolling around. I'm sitting in like 22nd place, and I still had Mahomes and Kelsey and fucking, I want to say, was Juju still on the team back then? Yeah, I think I had Juju, Mahomes, and Kelsey to go.
You sent it to me. I have to look back.
And I'm sitting there at like 26th place, and I'm like, I sent it to my group chat. I'm like, guys, I got a chance to fucking win this thing.
I remember you texted me. You're like, dude, check this out. I'm not getting excited.
And then,
but look,
yeah, and then I'm going crazy because I'm like, dude, like there was like 2 minutes left, and fucking all the people that had the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack were trying to chase me down. And I'm sitting there like looking at it like if Jamar Chase catches one more pass, I lose. Like I go from like first place all the way down to like 23rd place. Like that's how big.
That's how close it was.
That's how close those kinds of things are. Like when you win those things, it's like straight luck. But like one little catch like that could have meant everything. Like because I'm sitting there getting chased down by guys who have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, and they were playing that night, and like they had the possession. And so Mahomes is sitting on the sideline, can't score any more points. And they had the 2-minute drill going on, and I'm like, dude, if Jamar Chase catches another one, I go from winning $3,000 to like $500.
Underdog, gotta love that.
But that's the best part about doing those kinds of things, though, because like if you get into contention like that, dude, the butterflies start going, your heart starts pumping. Like that's where
it's like fantasy.
That's where the
fantasy.
Yeah, you get all that dopamine released out of your brain, and fucking, it's like doing drugs.
We'll put up his squad, and we'll follow it we'll follow it throughout.
Yeah. We'll give you updates, but right now it's a little early to be getting my ants in the pants, but once you see the fucking team on the screen, you'll know why I'm getting excited about it, because nobody's hurt yet, thank God. But
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, me
Speaking
too.
of excited,
it could be a good time. I got the fucking goat horns on my character too, and not a lot of people got those.
Yeah, because you are a goat, and I haven't done any underdog yet. I will though soon.
It's good times.
All right. Speaking of that, who you like this week? Real quick, we're gonna run through.
Well, hold on. What's your yards on your beer?
Oh shit, that's right. We're at
we gotta fucking rate this.
Hour and 2 minutes, and we're only at this.
Well,
Dr. Rick Marshall's I love it. It's a great IPA. See, it goes in the mouth smooth, but the problem is,
you're telling me Rick goes in your mouth smooth?
Rick goes in my mouth smooth. The thing is with it, like it's good. It's a great taste, but it does have a lingering aftertaste. And if you're not okay with that, it does hurt you.
That's the one that's getting me. It's just it sits on the back of the palate.
If it was without the aftertaste, I put it like 82 yards. With the aftertaste, I drop it to like a 68. So I got to go somewhere in the middle. But
what do you mean? It's never not going to have the aftertaste. So it's a fucking 68.
I'm saying if you take just the taste and then just the aftertaste is pretty bad. So
I honestly that would be a lot of my arguments about a lot of Shaylor's beers. Would be their finish.
I'm gonna put it at a 72, and this is still in the 70s because it's a good beer.
Ooh.
But I can't go mid-high 70s because.
All right, so I'm not a huge fan of the hazy IPA, cloudy IPA type thing. I'm giving it a 68 68 yarder.
68 and a 72.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. This one, I could have went lower. I gave it a little bit higher score just because I liked it. It is good. If you like the hazies, you would like this. You would be giving this probably around an 80.
If it didn't have the aftertaste, it'd be in the 80s.
Yeah, for
so that's
sure.
why, I mean, if you take it as an average beer with that aftertaste, I'd be in the low 60s.
But I couldn't sit here and just drink on this one. Obviously, I mean, this is my second beer, and I'm still fucking put a nipple on this fucking thing.
Yeah, and I'm getting buzzed. You're sitting over being sober.
Yeah, right. We don't have to end. We can just keep going, right?
I mean, if we want people to keep watching, but
I mean, if they watch this long, they're going to keep fucking
that's
watching
true.
regardless.
We should end it pretty quick. So give me a quick. I want you to rattle through. Give me a love. Give me a hate. Give me a risk.
Give me a love. Well, what was the risk I said earlier? Risk, I'm going Devin A. Chain.
There you were saying that's your risk.
I think he's got a high risk, high reward because that Salvin Almed, I can't even Salvia.
Salvia's the shit they used to sell.
I'm pretty sure he's still banged up pretty good. Mostert's still there, but I think Jeff Wilson's doesn't come back till like next week. I think, right?
I think he's
all the
solid,
IR pup,
solid backup.
all the pup guys and IR guys from earlier, they don't come back
next week.
No, they have to miss 4 weeks, so they don't come back to week 5, right?
Oh yeah, your minimum 4 if you get put on.
So we're still missing them. So I'm gonna go Devin A. Chain likes to pop because Denver is gonna give up a big play. It's probably gonna be Waddle or Hill that gets it, but I think A. Chain's got the speed that could pop one.
Any given week he could go big.
Yeah, I think he gets you like a 60-yard touchdown this week. Just some type of stupid screenplay that Denver likes to go, oh shit, we're not gonna cover that, and he goes to the fucking house. So that's my high risk, high reward. Player that I hate this week. I'm going to say I hate all of the Eagles wide receivers this week because it's supposed to be really shitty weather with the hurricane coming up.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I wonder if they cancel that game.
It's possible. I don't like any of the Eagles wide receivers this week. There's going to be some serious wind going on Sunday in Philadelphia. So if you've got Eagles wide receivers and you got better options, I'd get them the fuck out of your lineup. More than likely, you're not going to have better options. You're just going to have to weather the expectations. See what I did there? But, but yeah, that's my take on that. And my love is obviously Justin Herbert. And I can't go Herbert because I picked Herbert.
I mean, if you love him, you love him.
I think I love. Actually,
he's QB3.
I'll give you Mike Williams love.
He's QB3
give me some
on the
love
season.
on Mike Williams. I know I went Keenan Allen just because he's the number one, and I'm just trying to stay ahead of you in that pool thing. But I like me some Mike Williams this week too.
I do too. But I mean, Herbert's QB3 on the season, so he's fair to be loved.
Yeah, fuck yeah. He's getting Minnesota. They haven't been able to stop a nosebleed yet.
No, my love is Zay Flowers this week.
Ooh.
After OBJ going out, I like them against Indy. Not a great defense. I think Zay Flowers has shown 2 weeks. I think he's going to have another big-ass week this week. I think he's going to have a big year, but I'm starting him because
he looks good.
Ayuk went out, and I have the option of Judy, Burks. I'm going Zay Flowers. I think he's going to have a good week against Indy.
That's a good one.
My hate. I mean, man, shit.
There's definitely some out there for sure.
There's a few out there. There's a lot of hates this week.
Yeah.
I put some thought in this, and now I'm like, fuck, I don't know what I want to do here.
Did you? You got notes over there.
I do, and I have them.
Who'd you write down?
I didn't really write it down. I kind of made little sketches. But
what'd you do? Draw the dude's dick?
I used to do that all over the job site.
You used to draw dicks at the job site?
Oh, all the studs. And I would tell, I got 28 dicks on 4 floor. Count them. Tell me how many you find before they rock. Before they drywall.
What? Hold on, back up. So you're roughing in, right? You're fucking running MC.
I would draw little dicks on the
putting the
studs.
fucking...
And then I would draw it. I would count how many I drew, and then I would talk to I would go to Ryan Miller. I go to Eric. I go to somebody like, hey, FYI, on floor 4, I drew 28 dicks. Tell me how many you find before we move off that floor. You do this shit all the time.
Why? How many did he find? All 28 dicks?
Nobody ever found all 28 dicks.
Did you just put them in weird? Did you write on the back side of the stud? Draw
either the side bit long or the front stubby.
Oh,
Like
Did you ever go like on the back inside of them?
No, they were all visible.
Okay, so you didn't like scavenger hunt your dicks. You just kind of like put them out for plain sight. I would scavenger hunt my dicks. Just me personally.
You would scavenger hunt your dicks?
Okay.
Okay, my hate this week.
That does sound really bad.
Okay, so we'll get back to it. My hate this week is I hate Cortland Sutton, because I think Marvin Mims had a big week last week. I think he moves into...
Yeah.
He pushes closer into wide receiver 2 range. I think Jerry Jeudy has a big week this week. I was torn between him and Zay Flowers, but I think Cortland Sutton is one of those guys who might disappear this week.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And then
I think you might be onto something big time, because I think Cortland Sutton is just going to disappear in general.
I think they're waiting for Marvin Mims to move into number 2.
They should have traded Cortland Sutton while he was worth a damn, because now you're not even worth trading him anymore, because you're not getting anything. You're better off seeing if he can actually help your team win football games, but he's clearly made that the case that he can't.
Nope.
God damn it.
And
Another guy I had such high hopes for, but he just fucking shit the bed all the time.
No, I knew he was going to be pushed out of that offense, though.
Yeah, he just never... He got wasted early in his career. Cortland had it big time. The only reason, but now he just, I don't know.
Even last year, the only reason he
doesn't get separation anymore.
He's still relevant, but like the only reason he was as relevant as he was last year is because Jerry Jeudy's injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
Jerry Jeudy healthy,
and even back last year,
pushes him to wide receiver 2, and Marvin Mims is a better receiver than.
I mean, Jeudy was like a top 10 wide receiver down the stretch last year in an offense. So they just need to get him back. He's not fully healthy yet. That hammy's still fucked.
He'll get there.
We're week 2, people. Stop panicking. Yeah, that's another thing.
Stop yelling.
It's week 2.
It is.
Stop. Take Aaron Rodgers' advice and just chill. Don't make any crazy...
Don't take his advice. Play in the preseason. Don't tear your Achilles.
Don't make any crazy rash trades out there. Everybody's trying to bail on Josh Jacobs. Everybody's trying to bail on Derrick Henry. Everybody's trying to bail on all these guys. Do not start trading your first-round guys just because it's week 2.
If this rant loses me Drake London, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
My dad dropped Drake London in my family league after the first week because he had like 1 target. And I was like, what are you doing?
Why?
And now my cousin got him. My cousin picked up Jerome Ford, Drake London, and there's one more that's going to be an absolute stud for the rest of the year. And he already had one of the best teams in the league. And it's like...
Yeah, don't panic. Thanks, don't panic. It's even in fantasy, if you're 0-2, don't panic.
Don't panic. I'm 0-2 in this guy's 5th quarter league, and I still have a really good team. All it takes...
What's funny is we're good in all leagues we're together, except for the 5th quarter. You, me, and Eric are all 0-2.
We suck. Well, see, I have the best team in the league, though, so I'm still going to make it back.
I have the best team in the league.
How so? What?
Oh, we'll put it side by side. Comment and tell us who has it. Yeah, all 2 of you.
Yeah, just
comment
remember
and tell us.
Just remember, my ass had J.K. Dobbins too.
Real quick,
just because all of my guys are sitting on IR and out because I got Ayuk, Barkley, Dobbins. Fucking.
I'm turning a love. I'm turning a love into a risk this week, and I'm going Alexander Madison for my risk, who I loved early on, and he's been shitty.
His risk has never changed though.
Right, but now I think he's like, I need to show that I deserve this job. And I think he might have a good week against the Chargers. Despite Joey Bosa being there, I think good week. I think
Joey Bosa's not much of a run stopper.
No, but I think he's going to prove it week.
He's a pin it back and go. He's a Von Miller. Go get the quarterback, win me games that way.
And
Von sucked against the run.
Alexander Madison is going to just run. I think he's had 2 average week, shitty week. They signed Akers. I think he's going to have a baller week, and they're going to be like, well, we wasted some picks.
Yeah, I think Alexander Madison's a good pick to have a good week this week. Why? Law of averages. He averages like 15 points a week.
It was gun.
When it's all said and done, he went 12 and 13. He's going to go get you 20 this week.
I was going to
balance out and get you 15.
Same reason I was going to say
Law of averages.
Najee's going to do it.
Sometimes you get. Oh, dude, Najee's going to have a huge week this week.
I'm starting him. All right.
Let's just put it this way. Najee Harris. Yes, exactly. Najee Harris owners, real quick. If you've got Najee, you start him this week. It's Las Vegas, baby. If he don't do it this week, he ain't going.
If he ain't going, drop him and pick up Jalen Warren.
It's going to be bad for the rest of the year if you can't start him against the Vegas Raiders.
All right. Stupid bet of the week. Raheed Shaheed, Gabe Davis. This booze and ball.
I got Rashid. I got him on my fucking underdog team, though. So
we took up almost an hour and 15 minutes of your time, and we love that you stayed with us.
Yeah, if you stayed here the whole time, again, don't forget to like and share.
Shout out
shit.
Schaylor. We're going to try and keep it to an hour, but we are not good with rules.
Ever.
All right.
It's
So
like
this
anal.
is Booze and Ballin', Fantasy Football Shaking.
Stirred like a motherfucker.
Not stirred, but it's okay.